excited to see this show. I love the playwright, and I'm just really pumped. It's going to be a good time, I think.
You know, Neil, he's the provocateur, and we always need somebody like that, kind of poking us and prodding us and pissing us off.
He challenges ideas about relationships, male, female, particularly men. He brings men to task about their relationships with women, I think, and that's interesting, very challenging.
I've become an inadvertent fan. It's hard to be a fan of his as a woman, but the stuff is sort of controversial and potentially troublesome, but I'm nonetheless open to seeing more.
It has a bad rap among us ladies as a bit of a misogynist wall, but I think that's not true. I've met him and I did a reading for him a couple of years ago at the Cape Cod Theater Project, and he's a lovely man and a terrific playwright.
I mean, I know all the actors, they're fantastic actors, and Terry Kinney's a great director. I think it's just going to be a great night. I'm really looking forward to it.
I know what I said now. This is it. I said this. Yeah, well, maybe Steph hasn't got a face like that girl. Maybe her face is just regular, but I wouldn't trade her for $1 million, you know, something like that. I was just...
Regular.
Yes, that's all. Regular.
Okay.
See, I never said ugly. I just...
Right here.
It feels really good. I mean, I'm still sort of like zizzing off the play, so I'm just like, I feel good. Just coming down a little bit.
I don't even know if I have words for it. I mean, it's kind of hitting me like a wave right now. So I'm just trying to, I'm going to kind of sort of figure it out over the next couple of days. But right now, it's a great ride.
I mean, I'm a huge Neil LaBute fan. I think a lot of actors love sort of chewing on his dialogue, and I think he's written his best play to date.
I feel like he actually set himself a challenge here, which was to write something new about a person who grows up. And that's something that a lot of other writers have done in their way over the years. It's a common story in a lot of ways, but for him to try it makes it different. And his way of writing a coming-of-age story is unlike anybody else.
It's sort of his third in his trilogy on beauty and sort of the beauty myth and how beauty is perceived in this country and the world at large. And I love that the character that I play, the classic sort of LaButean asshole friend, gets his comeuppance in this play, and that doesn't happen in any of his others.
I think that it's about learning to listen. I really do. I think that the show is about learning to listen to other people and learning to really listen, really hear what they're saying, and not necessarily respond, but just to sit with it, and to let other people have their say. And that's actually an important part of growing up.
The response from the audience, even when it's a smaller house, it sounds like it's full because it's like a rock show a lot of the time. People are so surprised by what everyone is saying and doing that they're like audibly hearing that from the audience is so satisfying.
In this play, I think everybody relates to the relationships, one of the relationships that happens on stage, and with hope, which is, a new thing for Neil, but it's so great.
When you're doing Neil stuff, you kind of want to feel like you're at a rock concert, you know what I mean? You want people screaming back at you, and I think that we're drawing a really specific audience, like a very youthful audience, which is great, I think a lot of people have been trying to figure out how we can get young people back to the theater, and for whatever reason, we seem to be pulling a lot of them out right now.
I think the language is so contemporary that it feels really different than a lot of other plays that are out right now. And also he's a really collaborative playwright, and so that makes you feel really a part of something when he's creating the play.
I feel like I've been really lucky. There's been a few rooms I've been in where from the very beginning you're like, okay, what's gonna happen today? And you feel like it's almost this unspoken challenge of like, yeah, make me hear that new. Like, show me something new. Show me something I didn't know was there. And that's special. And it's a chemistry. It's like being on a first date, and it either works or it doesn't. And you feel it when you walk in the room. And this group of people, it was just there.
As far as the appeal of working with Neil and Terry and this cast and this group of designers, I mean, you're lucky if you get half of that, in any kind of job, and to have it all at once is it's really special.
I think you can expect to laugh a lot. I mean, I think Neil has a response, like a lot of people think that Neil's plays are like angry and mean, but there's a lot of jokes in this play, so it goes back and forth between sort of feeling horrible and then laughing your guts out.